And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
And already we're underway here. And here's Bale. Now he's got space here. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for a runner. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Michel Platini. Now it's Roberto Carlos. That ball looks a good one. Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. Terrific header! Dispatched clinically! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
That's an imaginative pass. No, that's too long. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Carlos. And he rises! And he hits the net! And they're at it again, in double quick time! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
Number 20, Koller.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Figo. Roberto Carlos delivers. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Up he goes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Koller clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Played into space, spread neatly.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Bale clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Header! Oh, crossbar! Once more against the woodwork! And that has put paid to that. And here's Bale. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. A probing pass. And he welcomes it in. And Batistuta! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Bale. Now it's Figo. Goes looking wide. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Roberto Carlos. Now what about this cross? And it's there! And he is just ripping it up! And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Rijkaard. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get on the end of this? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Leicester kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Knocks it into space. Bale in acres of space out wide. Climbs up big! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
He's got four. That is remarkable. Madrid are having a ball here. Now, can they get him away? Figo gets into a good position. Now here's the delivery. Can he finish? Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Madrid are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 13, Neymar.
And the second half gets underway.
Is number 9, Bebeto. Substitution
That is out of play.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 2, Albert Ferrer. Coming on the field is number
Platini.
22, Adams.
Can he get it through? Now it's Olise. No way through there. Lam. Robson. And he was quick to react. And this is Bale. Vieira. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Howson.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bebeto. Now it's Olise. Looking to play him in. Nesta with the clearance. And Kvaratskhelia. Oh, facing up. Tries from a long way out. Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Nesta. Kvaratskhelia. He's tried one!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. That has ended up in no man's land. And now a sudden chance to counter. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Batistuta. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Tries to pass it through. Platini looking to run onto it. And it's Lam. And that has been knocked clear. Kvaratskhelia. Looking for options for movement. Hit into the middle. Big header! Kvaratskhelia. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. Van der Sar gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Kvaratskhelia. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Robson! And he's hit it too high.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Beckham. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Into the last quarter of an hour. Well, they've got it again. He's picked his way through. He gets big. Oh, it rattles the bar. Bale! And that's wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass somewhat off target. He's going to be disappointed with that. Beckham could try cutting inside here. That's gone loose. That's a throw. Lam. And here's Beckham. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Madrid have their second corner now. Platini goes short. Beckham with the cross. And it's hoisted clear. It's a really well-measured ball. He's had it taken off him. That has not gone well. Here comes the cross. It's a mighty effort! It's bounced back off the post. And he's heaved it away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it out wide. Nicely aimed pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Koller, extraordinarily with 4 goals to his name. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.